Hello and welcome to this edition of Piedmont Business Live. I'm your host, Ken Morrison. Today we're talking to Dr. Steve Swanner, who is the owner of Creekside Animal Clinic.
Thank you, Ken. I'm glad to be here.
Thank you for being with us. First of all, tell me, what made you want to get into the veterinary practice?
So it was started when I was about 12 years old. And when I was growing up, I was actually a Boy Scout. And like with all Boy Scouts, we had to go to summer camps where we earned merit badges. One summer camp, we actually had the veterinary medicine merit badge. So I saw that and I thought, that's a very interesting badge. I think it's to be a unique thing to look at, maybe something to be interested in. So I signed up for the badge and spent a week at summer camp taking care of the horses at camp. We went to off-site to learn about veterinary practice. I learned about, doing fecals and heartworm tests and, saw some neat things. And just from that point of exposure, ever since then, I just didn't look back. It's just been a very avid interest of mine from 12 years old through middle school, through high school. I had one focus goal that, I knew at that point I wanted to be a veterinarian, and I never looked back.
It sounds like you met your calling.
I did. I feel like I did. Yeah, I enjoyed the science aspect, and I actually enjoy working with animals. At the time, I didn't know it would be more involved with working with people, but that part of the medicine has, I've enjoyed, and it's grown a lot.
You really don't think about that a lot. Now that you mention it, I guess as being a veterinarian, you're as much working with people as you are animals.
Right, because the pets can't bring themselves in, they can't tell you what's going on, and we have to rely on our clients to really tell us, what are they seeing? Because when they come into an exam room, half the time, I'm not seeing what they're seeing at home. Right. A lot of that history is so important, and so having a good relationship with your clients and being able to believe them and having the clients know that you believe them, that even though might not be seeing it, is so important, and that's what makes it so rewarding.
Now, how long has Creekside been open, and where is it located?
We are in Mebane, North Carolina. Our address is 626 North 1st Street. We're in a nice modern Food Line shopping center right next door to it. We have been open 5 years now.
Terrific. Mebane is such a growing place. I imagine that you have a wide variety of clients that come see you there. We
do. We have a lot of clients from inside the Mebane city limits, many, many more clients from outside the city limits and throughout Alamance County. I have some clients that see us as far as from Greensboro, people driving back from Raleigh to see us, coming down from Rockingham County to see us.
That's terrific. Well, it says a lot about you and your practice if people are willing to drive that far to come to see you guys.
Yeah, and we love our clients, and we appreciate their trust in us and willing to drive that far for their annuals and take care of their pets.
Well, what kind of animals do you see?
Sure. I personally see small animals, so dogs and cats primarily. My undergraduate degree was in Poultry Science, so I actually have a interest in actually seeing pet or farm birds, and so poultry. I've seen geese before. I have seen ostriches before, so I see more of the chickens and things. Whereas my associate, Dr. Karn, she actually likes seeing more of the exotics. So she has seen gerbils, hamsters, pet birds. She likes seen snakes before and iguanas. So she adds a new round out, abilities for our clinic with things that I don't like seeing, she likes seeing, same things that she doesn't like see, I like seeing.
I see. So what does it mean that you are AAHA accredited?
So what AAHA stands for is the American Animal Hospital Association. Okay. In human medicine, you have a lot of boards that accreditate hospitals and accreditate the actual practices. In veterinary medicine, there really wasn't an accreditation board. So the AAHA, or American Animal Hospital Association, took it upon themselves as an organization to set the standards of care of what is considered good practice. It is a completely voluntary process to go through that, and it is a very rigorous process. And we as a hospital have to adhere to over 900 standards in medicine, surgery, cleanliness, hospital design. Anything you can think about, we had to make sure we are at the level of their acceptance and pass for those mandatory areas before we would be considered AAHA accredited.
You said 900?
Over 900 standards.
Wow. So if you meet those standards to become accredited, that says a lot about your practice.
It means that we have went above and beyond what is considered standard of practice in North Carolina to be what we consider the top level of practice in the nation.
That's impressive. So what does your cat-friendly designation mean?
So cat-friendly designation is another voluntary designation. Like AAHA, there is a organization that is the American Feline Practitioners Association that has took it upon themselves to set the standards of what is considered practice care and making it where cats are at ease to come into a practice. Because cats, unlike dogs, they really are less likely to want to go to the vet. It makes it more stressful. They have certain needs that have to be met. They're more sensitive to smells and sounds than dogs even are.
Are they?
So it's important to know those as a practitioner to make it as comfortable as possible for cats to come into the practice and encourage owners to bring into the practice, because if we're not seeing them, then we don't know if there's something going on. There's a lot of hidden diseases in cats. Cats are very private individuals, and if they are sick, a lot of times they just don't show it. So getting them into the practice to make sure they're healthy is so much more important even than dogs. And having that feline-friendly practice designation shows that we care enough about our feline patients that we want to make it as comfortable as possible to get them into the practice. Therefore, we can prevent some of these diseases.
I see. Interesting. Now, pet owners, we love our pets. And a lot of times people treat their pets almost sometimes better than they treat other people.
Oh, yes.
So we love our pets. We want to keep them healthy. What advice do you have for people who want to make sure that their pets stay healthy?
Sure. So there are some very basic things that we can do at home. Having a good quality food is probably one of the biggest things. Making sure that they're on monthly preventions, so things that we can prevent at home that are very dangerous for our pets: heartworms, especially in dogs and cats, intestinal parasites. So most of our heartworm preventions will prevent heartworms, but also deworm for those intestinal parasites on a monthly basis. Other diseases that are transmitted by organisms, ticks and fleas, it's not just a gross factor, it really is a health factor. So staying on those preventions on a monthly basis is something that we can do that's a good practice. And then, we can't ignore the teeth. We go to the dentist every 6 months to make sure our hygiene is okay, because a lot of disease processes stem from inflammation. And if we have a lot of inflammation and a lot of disease in our mouth, then we can lead to further heart disease, liver disease, kidney disease. So trying to get on a good brushing regimen, I think, is a good plan at home. So those are some good home care things. And then, of course, having regular checkups. At Creekside, we promote twice yearly exams, especially as our patients are aging. They may need to come in more frequently to monitor for diseases and to make sure they're healthy. Because even though they appear to be healthy, they can't tell you that something is going on. So it is very important to get the twice yearly checkups just to make sure things are going at home as well as you think it is.
Okay. So what aspect of your career do you find most rewarding?
With my career, I think it's actually the helping of people. It's developing those relationships. When we see the patient come in as a new puppy or a new kitten, getting to see them, grow up, see what their potential is, enjoy the successes that our clients are seeing, and mourn with them if we have an end of life situation. It's the emotional connections, I think, that makes the practice rewarding. I like medicine. I like to be able to solve problems. I like when surgeries, we can be able to cure things. But I think it's just that that being part of a family and helping our clients and bringing them into our family and treating them that way, I think it's the most rewarding part of my career.
People love their animals, and they love the people who take good care of them.
Thank you.
Steve, thanks so much for being on the show with us. If you would like to know more about Creekside Animal Clinic, please visit their website. The address is at the bottom of this page, and it's also at the end of this video. Thanks for tuning in to this edition of Piedmont Business Live. We'll see you again next time.